Excited to see this next one. It's Ohmydog versus Mocket Aces. Let's go ahead and go down to the field where Wavepunk and Findable Carpet are awaiting with commentary. Guys, take it away.
Thanks so much, Axel Toss. So here's the thing, Carpet. We were talking about Mocket Aces being a ridiculous team to play against. Ohmydog looked really, really rough in that first game. But we have seen a common trend here in RLCS Season 2 that the teams, as they play their second match of the day, significantly step up, come in much more warmed up. So do you agree with the Des? Mocket Aces is going to be able to take it to Ohmydog here, or will it be the other way around?
Well, another trend we've seen so far is just mayhem.
That's true.
There's been a lot of
very true
things we think we're pretty good at predicting, and the teams are like, no, we're just going to make you all look stupid. Which is great. But yeah, I think Ohmydog may have warmed up, but Mocket Aces, they were talking a lot about Devo. Devo scored 7 goals in a single series last week. The one series they had to qualify that we aired, he scored 7 goals, and I think 2 of those goals were like, oh my God, Devo.
Yes.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Pashy being their top passer with 5 assists in that series as well. And generally, as we know, Pashy, a fantastic 1v1 player, will always dominate in that kind of situation. But as James was talking about, Ohmydog's a little bit slow to pick up the pace.
You're really, really interested to see how Ohmydog rebounds from that loss, that 3-0 sweep they suffered at the hands of Red Eye. I remember one of those goals from Devo. I'm pretty sure he bounced it off the ceiling to set it up to himself. The guy is ridiculous. We'll see what they are able to do here against Ohmydog. Or will Ohmydog be able to respond quickly? Devo sending it into the corner. Pashy move this one over. Mocket Aces in the orange, looking to score right away. Violent Panda sends one in. First blood going to Pashy.
This was a little bit of a mistake on Turbo. Turbo actually went up for the save, but he misread it and was not there for it in time. Violent Panda, I think, was just going up to contest it, to just mess with Turbo. When he realized Turbo wasn't going to be there, he's like, I guess I'll just score it.
4:44 left to go. Ohmydog needing to find some offense already in game number 1. They fall back onto the defense. Dogu plays this one up high. Devo gets there first, sends it off the backboard. Pashy keeps it up. It's just a lot right now. Sends it over towards Turbo Pulsa. Violent Panda plays it off the wall. Now Devo up into the corner. Dogu waits for it. Pops out. Dangerous spot here. But Dogu continues to carry it across. Devo puts it back out to the center, and there's Turbo watching for this one. Able to play it around the corner with an opportunity to set it up in front of the goal. Devo clears it away. Violent Panda, oh no, it's Pashy. He's got a 1v1 situation. Can he do it? He's a great 1v1 player and makes it a 2-0 game.
Just as I said, Pashy with the 1v1 opportunities, he will always make sure you see him taking it slow. He knows a lot is in a bad place. A lot did his best to try and get there as fast as possible. If he'd waited in net, he knew Pashy would have just taken utter control of it, but it didn't matter. Pashy just too quick to react.
Heels of RLCS Season 1, Pashy 90 was #1 in 1v1s, as well as literally every other competitive playlist. The guy, as James said, is a massive competitor. He's not going to lose a 1v1 situation or a dunk situation. Dogu there dumps him off to the side, does not allow him to take the shot. Excellent play by Dogu, interrupting Pashy. And now Dogu has an opportunity to score, shooting towards the goal, blocked away by Devo. Devo sets this one up high. Pashy looking for an opportunity. Able to send it over to the side. Turbo taking the shot, going long, but Devo clears it into the corner and is going to try and transition this one out.
We just see Mocket beating Ohmydog to almost every aerial right now. They're just getting up quicker. Again, another aerial that they just beat them by. Ohmydog is hesitating a little bit too much, maybe a little bit, I don't want to say scared, but overwhelmed by what Mocket can bring to the table. They know that Mocket is a very big competitor, and as James said, Pashy will drop them without even thinking.
Oh, what a shot there. Pashy playing brilliantly off the pass from Devo. It's 3-0.
Pashy actually missed it on his first shot, but it came off of Turbo, who went up for the save. It bounced just off of Turbo to put it onto target. Sadly, Turbo, assuming that was either going to be up towards try and get a nice backboard pass or onto target, but it was neither, just a little bit off target.
3-0 with 3:07 left to go. Mocket set to run away with game number 1 unless Ohmydog can change something up. Violent Panda dropping another one towards the goal. Dogu clears it high. A lot is there. It drops into a scary place again, but good contention from Turbo, pushing this one out. Dogu getting it over the top. Turbo has an opportunity to try and pressure it out. Still up in midfield. Violent Panda to try and zone out Dogu here. Does not work, and Dogu's able to get it across the midfield line. Turbo takes it from Dogu, puts it into the corner. Getting a lot, hanging in the back. Turbo continues. Midline pressure. Violent Panda in the corner, going to try and dribble this one out. Gets it past a lot. Dogu is up, puts it onto the backboard. Actually, it bounces off the ceiling. Drops into a dangerous spot. Nobody home on defense right now, but Devo just comes rocketing from the side, able to get there before a lot could take a shot. Now Dogu sending another one towards the goal. Devo just excellent position in saving that one, keeping it away, keeping Ohmydog completely off the scoreboard.
Yeah, Devo, as you said, almost putting a shot on Devo. Extraordinary with his defensive reactions, and then almost converting it into a shot on goal.
Dogu with an opportunity, dribbling this one towards the net, but Devo, after that shot onto the net, fell all the way back, able to get the save, cleared away. 1:55 left to go. Kampashi squeeze another one through, almost got it past Dogu. It's in the corner. As Devo keeps it there, it's Turbo that comes out. Put it up. He has an opportunity. Pashy in the air. Long clear, straight down the middle of the field. A lot sends it over to the side. Devo knew that was where it was going, goes up to touch it, but is not able to get a wheel onto it. Dogu pops it up high. There's Turbo. Another long clear. Going for longer clears. It's starting to work out for them. They're starting to have some good, decent opportunities, but with 1:25 left to go, they got to start scoring now if they want to have a dream of coming back.
They really do have to. Oh, the touch from Alat. Dogu almost putting it on target.
It finally goes in. Alat able to squeeze that one through, and there's the beginning of the comeback.
This touch from Alat in the back while he lands just underneath it and gets that pop, confusing the Market defenders. And then Dogu trying to go for it just a little on the crossbar, but Alat turning around, making sure to continue through, getting the goal.
With 1:17 left to go, they still need 2, but it's much more possible. Turbo and Dogu coming over the top, sending another one in. That's one more goal they need to tie up the game.
In a matter of seconds, they're able to get 2 goals on the board. This kickoff goal, Turbo following this through. But that actually did, 2 players missed that initial touch up in the air. Turbo getting the wiggle, celebrating that goal, putting them only 1 goal away from tying it up.
And just like that, they come roaring back to life and have an opportunity. A lot high in the air. And try and push this one out. Violent Panda's there. You know Market's going to try and increase that lead again. Kill any hopes that Ohmydog has of coming back into this. Pashy popping that one out. Devo and Violent Panda watching this as Dogu sends this one down into a dangerous area. Devo sends it into the corner. A lot. Watching it on the wall. Plays this one off. 45 seconds remaining. Gets it past Pashy into a dangerous spot. Devo reads it well and sends it back towards the blue. But Dogu is up. Sends it towards the corner. A lot out to Turbo. The pass plays. He shoots towards the net, but Devo stands up strong again, keeping the goal away. 30 seconds remaining. They're still knocking on the door. Turbo puts it above the bar. A lot could move in, but he doesn't want to turn. He was low on boost. Lets Violent Panda push this one back out. Turbo and Dogu able to try and keep this pressure on with 15 seconds left. They need one more. It drops in a dangerous place. Here comes Dogu up to Alat, who's already airborne. Sends one towards the net, cleared by Pashy. 8 seconds remaining. Dogu has to make the stop. He's got to turn on this one, but Violent Panda gets it past him. Devo sends it into the corner. Final second, they've got to hold it up, get the full court carry as Dogu plays it off the wall, using that wall as a passer. Alat sends the shot towards the net. It's lofted. Can Dogu get there? He goes for the buzzer beater, and it goes in. The tie game. We're going to overtime.
I cannot believe Ohmydog pulled this off. A demonstration of showing that they can definitely bring it to these teams, keeping it alive all the way from their half. The 0 seconds hit when it was still in their corner.
It was in their corner at 1 second, and they carry it the whole way.
Incredible.
We're in overtime. This is ridiculous. Market Aces had the 3-0 lead. Ohmydog comes roaring back to life, and anyone can take it. Oh no, but Devo in a dangerous spot, sending it towards the goal. A lot is there. Clears it away. He's up on the wall. Violent Panda trying to drop it in. Devo was not able to slam that one through. A lot. He's going to push this one back out. Violent Panda back towards the net. Turbo. The long clear. Devo sends it above the net over to Pashy. Nice aerial pass. We're seeing Ohmydog keep it in the corner. Devo pops it high. A lot. Dropping it straight down. Violent Panda looking to set it up for Pashy here, who tries to take a shot. Gets a nice soft touch, but Turbo in goal clears it away. Devo keeps that pressure on. Now Dogu with the long clear. We'll see if they can set this one off. Pashy over to the side. Violent Panda now. Corner back and forth. The team's playing the long clear game. Pashy pops it out to the middle. It goes off the crossbar. Both Devo and Violent Panda went up for that. All 3 Maka players very tightly wound together. Final minute gone and gone. These teams both vying for it. Both ones want the win here in game 1.
Ohmydog, now we see them.
Oh, he puts it in. Violent Panda slams the door, finishes off the game.
Even after coming back, that breathtaking 0 second goal, we see Market finally putting on the pressure. Take a look at the angle Violent Panda was able to get there. It was above the crossbar. He still got above the ball, put it down into net, giving them the first win, but that was quite a stressful win.
Oh, it looked like they had it all locked up at about halftime. And then Ohmydog comes roaring back with a vengeance. Able to tie it up with the buzzer beater, make an exciting game 1 here. But Market Aces will take the win. Game 2, though, Ohmydog's going to have some energy moving forward.
Ohmydog brought it to them in that last minute and a half, especially with that 0-second goal, carrying it from their own corner, not letting it touch the ground. And then Dogu with the powerful shot, even through a defender. I believe it still hit a defender, still bounced in. But then when the overtime hit, we saw them kind of clearing it again with not much thought. They were kind of giving up possession, which is what they suffered from the first 4 minutes of the game, where they were kind of letting Market play their game, as we saw a one-on-one opportunity with Pashi. Never want to let that happen, ever.
No, absolutely not. No, Pashi was able to weasel that one around very well. But oh my goodness, the numbers are ridiculous in this game. 16 shots coming out from Ohmydog, countered by 12 saves on the side of Market Aces. Lots of offense coming out from Ohmydog, completely shut down, mostly from Market Aces, except for the 3 goals that they were able to let in there at the last few minutes. What a game, just back and forth between these teams. Only 2 saves on the side of Ohmydog, which is uncharacteristic. We saw Turbo making like 5 saves in the last series against Red Eye.
Yeah, and I mean, Devo was in defense a lot. He kind of he took that net position for quite a while in that first game. We saw him coming across net last second for a couple of really clutch saves. Ohmydog trying to take the opportunities they see, but Aces still doing everything they can to stop anything from going in net. But I mean, if Ohmydog can wake up like they did the last minute, this is definitely going to be another close game.
What a brilliant starter to this series. Turbo sends that one down. Game 1 does go to Market Aces, but it's not for lack of trying on Ohmydog. They gave that game everything they had. Try to carry that energy over here into game number 2, see if they can tie up this series. Ohmydog setting that one onto the backboard. Passing Devo. Trying to clear it away. Violent passing it up to Devo here, who gets a nice long shot over there, but Turbo rotates back, gets the save, clears it away. Still scoreless here in the first 30 seconds.
That was quite a passing play from a save on net out to Devo, who perfectly redirected that to net.
Violent now. Trying to redirect it again. Set it back out towards the midfield. There's Pashi. Just kind of pops it down to the middle. Nobody really wanted to move up. A lot will be the first one to touch it, and then Violent Panda and Devo moving up together. Turbo is already in there, passes over towards a lot, but Devo gets it over the top, dropping it. Violent Panda on the backboard. Can Pashi finish? He doesn't get a foot onto it, but Devo is here, continues the pressure, twice onto that backboard. A lot will clear to the side before any more Market Aces players come in, and the counterplay comes through. Pashi able to get up just in time to save it.
That touch from Pashi was actually incredible. Keeping it slow, almost along the back wall, cutting off any angle in case anyone was following that up.
Turbo setting that one up at middle. Devo's able to respond first. Has a chance to get it through their back line, but Pashi is going to be able to play this one off the backboard. Violent Panda moves in, gets an angle. Can they finish? No, Turbo clears it before Devo can get there. So close here from Market Aces, but we're still scoreless. 3:20 left to go. Both teams pressuring each other in each other's half.
Maybe scoreless, but at the moment it's looking like Market has control of this game. But as we know, Ohmydog can at any moment turn what looks like a very defeated game into a tie game.
Wow, Violent Panda coming from the corner right as Turbo was right where he needed to be to put it in the first possible moment. Violent Panda intercepts, clears it away. Very dangerous moment, but oh, here comes Turbo in a lot. Devo has to fall back. He's got to get this play in the corner. He does. He puts it away. Dogu continues the pressure. Violent Panda leaves that one after not touching it. Pashi in the corner. Play this one around. Gets it up high. He's got it set up well. It's going to drop in a dangerous place. We'll see if Devo can send it towards the net. There's not much power on it, and a lot clears it. Now Violent Panda to the side. Devo watches. He's very aggressively positioned. Won't be able to do much with it, but then he gets up on the wall, keeps it in the corner. Pashi lurking in the backfield. Moves up slowly, then falls back. Lets Violent Panda rotate onto the wall. Pressure. Both teams playing well, playing very defensively. They've picked up kind of the same place they left off with in the overtime of really trying to play tight defensive rotations. We've crossed halftime here, and both teams still have yet to score.
Devo was actually just up in Ohmydog's half for probably about 40 seconds, just going back and forth, stealing boost constantly. And you could tell Ohmydog suffered because they did finally start to be able to clear from the side, but they couldn't follow up quick enough. Market still gaining control.
All 3 Market players bunched up there in the middle. They're able to finally get it away, but a lot gets a nice read onto Devo. Pashi has to clear to the side. 1:43 left to go. No points have been scored. Very different game than we had in game number 1. Both teams not wanting to be the first to make a defensive mistake. Devo watches this one, pops into the corner. Violent rotates in behind Pashy and lets him move out, gets the block. And there's Devo. Solid defensive rotations coming through from Mocket. Pashy gets set up in goal behind Devo. Was able to win the 50-50. Dogu takes a shot. Violent Panda to the corner. Here comes Devo again. They get it through there. Pashy was rotating through. I'm loving watching this defensive rotations from Mocket. They're playing very well, keeping it away, but they have yet to be able to get a long clear, which is what they need to be able to transition this into offense. It pops out into the middle. Can Turbo get there to take the shot? He does. He finds the hole, puts it in. First blood goes to Ohmydog.
I think Mocket may have been waiting to get the hard clear when they could follow it up, but it took just a little bit too long. That 50-50 going much in favor of Ohmydog, and Turbo following through.
1:03 left to go. It took them 4 minutes to score, but Ohmydog has the lead. If they can just hold on for 1 minute and 3 seconds, be able to tie up the series. A lot in the air. Puts it into the corner. Ashy's the first one there, wraps it around. Turbo got demoed on the wall. That'll leave a bit of space here for Mocket. Devo dropping it back in front of the goal. Dogu looking for the long shot. Violent Panda gets up and puts this one into the corner. 3 players for Mocket. Dangerous spot. Dogu could send another one on. It goes onto the crossbar, and Violent Panda clears it to the side. Now Pashy watching this. Picks it up slowly. He's got to beat out 3. Gets it past 1. Up to Violent Panda, who drops onto the backboard. A lot gets juked away, but Devo could not put it in. It was just off to the side of the ball. 19 seconds remaining here. Ohmydog looking very good at the moment, holding on to ball control. Violent Panda gets it over the top of a lot. Dogu moves up to cut and challenge instead of falling all the way back. Turbo and net, though, be able to move out here. 5 seconds. We saw a full court carry last time to force the game. Could they do it again? 1 second remaining. No one wants to touch this one. They're going to let it die unless Pashy can keep it alive. He does, actually, and Devo puts in a nice spot. Violent Panda's up for this one. He drops it slowly, but Dogu off to the side. A lot going to try and finish this one. If they can just win the contests here, they'll touch the ground. Turbo will let this one touch. He actually puts it back onto the wall, but there we go. Finally onto the ground. Game 2 going to Ohmydog, tying up the series.
Ohmydog able to consistently have strong enough defense to just keep battering away Mocket's aggression, and they actually gave them a little bit of their own medicine for a while. When they got their goal, they just kept putting on shots and shots on Mocket. From what it seemed like, Mocket may have been trying to not clear because they didn't want to give up possession. I think they were waiting to be able to follow it up and get a good clear out. I know Pashy likes to dribble. You'll notice whenever Pashy gets a chance, he will trap that ball. He's going to kill it, keep it on his car, get a good flick, at least suck one defender out.
Right.
We saw on their last drive there, it's exactly what he did.
Exactly.
He flicked it over one defender, and then I think it was Violent Panda who won it for the touch. And then from there, they just kind of passed it back and forth. So Ohmydog took advantage. They were actually able to keep enough pressure to get that first goal.
Yeah, it was a very much more defensive game. We see a return to form from Turbo here, getting himself a savior medal, getting himself that standard 3 goals or 3 saves, and 7 shots from Ohmydog, 5 shots from Mocket Aces, considerably lower numbers than we saw in game number 1. These guys playing different. And I kind of wonder if Ohmydog was like, they think we're going to get beat. Let's just let them get out to a lead in game number 1 and then come roaring back, and then we'll start playing real Rocket League. Like, just the way that these guys are playing, Team Chaos showing up again, like you said at the beginning. It's just been madness here at the RLCS.
Yeah, we did see a lot more technical and thoughtful touches from Ohmydog. Mocket, I think, a little bit too much in their own heads. There were a few times they had a bunch of stuff planned, they wanted to do it, but Ohmydog would interrupt it, and they didn't really adjust quick enough.
Series tied up here, a game apiece as we move into game 3. DFH Stormy comes out of the lineup again. And a lot trying to move forward. It looks like there might be a server issue there. These players are moving very slowly at this point. And we will be going back to that one as we maybe get a server reset, figure out what was going on with that one. But yeah, look, I loved the way that we got to see that these guys play. The way that Ohmydog bounced back from that defeat that they came at the hands of Red Eye. Getting behind by 3 goals against Mocket Aces. If there's a point when you're like, oh, maybe we're going to change things up. Oh, no, man, we got back down again. And then to manage to force overtime in that game was ridiculous.
Yeah, that overtime, I mean, that was just beautiful. The fact that they were able to keep it up and do what they did. I'm sure they weren't too happy when they ended up losing it, working that hard to get into overtime, and then still losing the game in overtime. But they held it off. I think overtime went to about a minute 30, minute 40. So, it was a relatively long overtime. A lot of ones that we've been seeing in the RLCS kind of end in the first minute.
Right, yeah. Sometimes it just takes you'll see they'll have a kickoff around the 3-minute mark or so, and like then the game just stalls out for those 3 minutes. And it's really interesting in Rocket League how like a kickoff can kind of reset a match, and like all of a sudden when you have the kickoff, you can score very quickly when you were being really stalemated for 3 minutes before. It just kind of resets the rotations, forces teams to kind of reformat themselves, and those sorts of things can really make a big difference. So, but yeah, it's interesting because sometimes that happens in overtime as well. This time we saw some really decent defense come out. You know, Ohmydog after getting that 3-point comeback didn't want to give it up there in game number 1. But props to them, even after they lose that game 1, being able to pull it off in game number 2. We'll see what they're able to do here in game number 3. So we got the reset finished here. Who will be able to take the lead in the series? Guaranteed at least a game 4 at this point. Now Turbo. Pushing that one into the orange. Violent Panda over the top. Gets it past 2. In the corner, able to play this one out to Devo, who takes a shot towards the net. Dogu grounded in net, not drawn out by the play from Devo. Able to keep us 0-0. Pashy, though, in the corner, can trade with Devo, let him move up. Law plays it around the corner. There's been a lot of offense here early on from Mocket. We'll see if Ohmydog can press out.
I saw another whip from Pashy. There's been a few times I think he's been too busy trying to predict where the ball's going and predict another touch instead of just going for the ball. You know, especially when you're going for a contest or a 50-50 situation, you're trying to read the other player. Sometimes they just don't make it, and then you end up missing the ball as well.
Just notice that Turbo Pulse has made a car change. He's now driving the Octane. He was either driving a Breakout or a Dominus in the first 2 games. I'm not really sure. But he's rocking those Photon wheels, those gorgeous wheels. They've been really working out for him. I'm sure they help him defend better. I've heard that they really help defense, right?
I mean, if I had them, I know I'd play better.
That's right. Devo playing that one off the wall. Pashy out to middle. He's going to dribble it just like you called it. That's what he does best, so he will always default to the dribble plays. Kalot able to get that one over the top of one player, and now Dogu pushing it into the half. Devo sends it over to the far side. It's in the orange. A demo onto Turbo. Buys some space for Mocket here. If Pashy and Devo, they come screaming in, trying to play that one, but Dogu plays it off the side. Lets a lot respawn. Now they will try to move out.
You know, to mention a little something on Pashy. Oh, just almost getting there in time on why he likes to do the dribble situation. What I like that it works in his favor is that when he'll kill it and he'll fall, usually what he would have done maybe is just get a hard clear and then they would get a counter clear. But what he does is he keeps it close enough to him to where he can always get in the way and always get when he sees a player approaching, he might not beat them, but he'll still always be there to contest it. So he slows the ball down enough to where he knows he'll be behind it, as opposed to giving it a hard clear and letting them clear it back.
Turbo up on the wall. We'll play that one out to midfield. Shut down by Devo. Playing for a midfield defense. There they go again. Pashy, Violent Panda pressuring this one up. Just watching for the hard clears and shutting it down as it crosses the midfield line. Devo a 3rd time will shut it down. Pashy now sending one onto the backboard. Getting it around a lot. Devo could not get the touch. I think he was expecting a lot to get a wheel onto that one. But it moves up to midfield. Devo, one more time. Try to kill this one. See if Pashy comes up from the backfield to contest. He's actually going to hang back in goal, let them take a shot and push this one out. But Turbo keeps the pressure on. Devo, not trusting Violent Panda in net, comes over the top. Bit of a blown defensive rotation. Turbo might be able to capitalize on this one, but a nice interference from Mocket will keep that one away. Still scoreless here as we crossed halftime.
Ohmydog now trying to mount enough pressure. They've been trying to get in the way of any defensive clears to maintain ball possession.
Pashy sends that one into the corner. A lot dribbles it up. Violent Panda will challenge on the wall. A lot gets it past him. Devo drops it back down to where Turbo is waiting. Gets a dunk onto Turbo as well, but it doesn't go all the way through, and Dogu will be able to pass to a lot. Nice setup. See the contention there from Violent Panda. A lot. Turbo playing it into the orange corner. Devo and Violent Panda on top of each other once more, but a nice touch from Pashy was onto the backboard. Devo looking to finish this one, drops it in front of the box. Here comes Pashy to put it in. That's first blood for Mocket.
Here we go, magnificent pass from Devo, pass from Devo, Pashy. He gets there just before, and we see 2 Ohmydog defenders coming across for that. No one came, or no, I guess they thought they both would have had it. Neither had it, and I like that Devo didn't go for the shot. He could have maybe gone for a wild angle, and I know he's capable of it, but it would have been a very slow touch, and he would have had to take his time getting there. So he got there faster instead. Oh,
the counter play coming through for Ohmydog, tying it up immediately.
Off the ceiling, a lot getting there just in time, bouncing that straight down, and Dogu, Violent Panda didn't think anyone was going to react quickly to that, which, honestly, I don't blame him for expecting that. I cannot believe Dogu got up in time.
And that was a very just deep positioning, very aggressive positioning from Dogu to be right up there in front of the goal when the ball's at midfield. Working out for him. He has an opportunity to take the lead right now as a lot sent a shot towards the net, went just wide. Dogu going to try and drop another one in. They can't get it. Oh, there we go. Violent Panda clears it off to the side. It looked like it got through both players, but now nobody really at home in defense. There's Devo finally coming back. He'll come around the corner, get the hard clear all the way down to the blue side. Just as it looked like Mocket would be able to take the lead. 1 minute remaining. We're all tied up here. Pashi playing backwards, passes it over to Devo, sends it to the corner. He watches Turbo. Pops it up high. Sends it over to a lot. Violent Panda puts it into the corner. Turbo continuing to respond. As Devo sends this one around, Turbo is there just trying to body block it. He is able to get it past Pashi. It's Violent Panda in the corner. So challenges 1v1, leaves it, draws out Turbo, puts a lot into the corner as well. This could be a scoring opportunity if Devo can get the clear here. Pops it out to middle. It's a lot who's going to be there first. Actually, Turbo will be able to rotate in. So a lot backs off, seeing his teammate come in with a better position. Dogu's going to try and shoot, but Devo clears it. 18 seconds remaining. Pashi sends this one out. Turbo is there. And Devo into the corner. Final 10 seconds. Either team could score right now, or we could have overtime. Violent Panda gets it past one, jukes out Dogu, lets a lot take a shot towards his own net. You'd probably call it a back pass, but it definitely kind of looked like a shot to me. Pashi now in the air. Ball's going to touch the ground at midfield, and we'll have overtime in game number 3.
I'm keeping an eye on Violent Panda for the past minute and a half, and I really like how patient of a player he is. He's very methodical as to what balls he approaches. He doesn't just flail himself at a car or at the ball hoping for 50-50s. Instead, he waits. He understands that he might get beat out, so he lets the opposing player get the first touch, and he tries to follow through with where it's going.
Turbo plays it out of his own corner. Able to get it over Pashi, sending it towards the net, but Devo pops it away, gets it past Dogu. That's past 2 players. A lot will clear it up to Dogu. Nice passing to the retreating Dogu. Pashi tries to get through a lot, sends one onto net, it goes in, and that's the lead of the series for Ohmydog.
Beautiful read from Alat. Pashi trying to get this first clear, pops it over Dogu, but for some reason, Alat was following right behind Dogu. I don't think any player on Mocket expected 2 people to be attacking the same area. Alat coming off the wall very quickly. Incredible shot.
And just like that, they've taken 2 games, have Mocket on match point. Mocket now has to win 2 in a row. They want to take it to this Ohmydog squad. After looking a bit sloppy in that first minute, they have seriously tightened things up. Made it very, very successful here. Mocket only getting 3 shots in that game, 2 of which were saved. So that's a nice shooting percentage there from Mocket, but it will not give them the win.
We talked a bit about how a lot of these games recently have been a lot of mayhem as we see them get swept last series, and now they're up in the series against Mocket Aces, who's supposed to be one of the titans right now in the top 8. Why are you doing this to us? But either way, but as you said, they've turned it on. Ohmydog is definitely picking up the pace. They're trying to follow through a lot more. They're trying to read the way Mocket plays a bit more. We see a lot of patience coming out of Violent Panda. I was on his camera for a while, and I really like what he would wait a lot for a player to make a touch and react on it instead. But at the same time, I feel like it might slow down their offensive pressure, and it might slow down how often they're going to keep control of the ball.
Right. Yeah, and it was very interesting to note also every goal in this game was assisted. I really have been enjoying watching the team plays that we've seen come out from these guys. Both players, both teams going for pass plays more often than solo plays. And it's got Ohmydog in a great position right now as they can take it in this game if they wanted to. Here on Urban Central, it's all coming down to this. Mocket Ace has got to win too. Ohmydog's only needs 1 more.
Yeah, I like that you bring up that everything's been assisted. I was going to make a comment. I don't think there's been any goals so far this series that were like open nets and accidental. So I'm happy to see that they're doing a lot of midfield play and a lot of passing plays.
Pashi carrying this one by himself towards the goal, blocked away by Dogu. Another shot comes through for Violent Panda. A lot puts it high. The pressure from Mocket Ace is coming through immediately. Another one comes in from Pashi. Violent Panda sends it to the side. Here comes a lot. Sending a long one towards the goal, cleared away by Devo. Violent Panda hanging back in net. Sets it up. Devo towards the net. He's got it on target just a bit high. Violent Panda into finish, and that's the lead for Mocket.
Good read from Violent Panda. Off that backboard, Devo getting up really quick for that, putting that way high, just up above the crossbar. I think the defender maybe expected that to go in. The way he approached that ball, I think he expected that to be in the net, but Violent Panda, waiting patiently, as I said, would have to come off the back wall to put it in.
Only took 30 seconds to score. Rocket Aces now with a lead. Game number 4. A lot hanging deep in the Rocket net. Devo looks to push this one out, gets it over the top of Dogu. A lot did fall all the way back and sends it over the top. Violent Panda continues to clear it. Devo out to Violent Panda. Passing from Rocket remains strong as Dogu tries to push this one around the corner, pops it out to his teammate, but Devo gets there first. Sending it over to the side, deep in Dogu territory. Crosses over the top, but Pashy sends it into the corner. Violent Panda's up for this one, drops a nice angle towards the net, but a lot able to save it, clear it away. They're keeping the pressure on. Violent Panda could do it again, but Dogu gets there first. Devo over to the side, continuing to try and pressure Ohmydog in their own half. Pashy now playing this one solo, continues to dribble. Dogu sets that one out in the middle, and Violent Panda pops it up for Devo. Falls back for boost, lets Turbo take the shot to him. Plays it out. Heads up play there from Devo, realizing what was going to happen off of Turbo's touch, but it's got them in a dangerous spot. They're very deep in Maka territory. Pashy going to try and dribble this one out to Devo. Pops it up, gets it over the top of a lot. An excellent touch. They have an opportunity on the net, cleared away by Turbo. Turbo had to make that clear. He had to put it off to the side, or follow-up shots were going to be coming through. Excellent play.
Yeah, quite a showcase of passing plays. We see Devo pretty much just touching that to make sure that the player from Ohmydog didn't get the clear, but it also resulted in a beautiful pass to Pashy.
Pashy now losing the 50-50. Dogu puts it up onto the wall. 2 players from Rocket on this wall. If Turbo could take a shot, there's nobody home. Devo clears it over to the side, picks it up, waiting patiently, waiting for his teammates to move up with him. Pashy actually misses that one. Violent also does not get a good touch. Finally able to get it away. No pressure came in from Ohmydog. A lot passes over to Dogu, but Pashy intercepts, sends it into the corner. Now Turbo setting this one high right here at halftime. Rocket looking to increase their lead. Got it deep in Ohmydog territory. Violent Panda gets it past 2. Dogu plays it straight out to Aladu, pops it high. Dogu immediately is in the air, sending one onto the backboard. Devo moves up, carries it lightly in a dangerous place. Pashy almost makes an own goal, and Violent Panda has to make the save before Turbo slammed that one in.
Pashy seemed a little bit jostled, as you said. He almost just made an own goal. He had a whiff earlier. I'm curious to know what's putting him off a little bit.
Violent Panda gets demoed in the corner by Dogu. Turbo trying to play it past Devo. Devo had none of it, gets it past 2 and almost drops it in. It was halfway in the goal and bounced back out. An unfortunate bounce there for Rocket. With 1:48 left to go, they just got to hold on here, force the game 5. Devo wrapping it around, cleared away by a lot, puts it up to midfield. Violent Panda challenges and gets it over the top. 2 players, he draws all of Ohmydog players into the corner. If Pashy just plays this one out to the middle, he might have a good opportunity, but Dogu is able to get a wheel onto it. Devo drops it straight back down. Nice play by Turbo, high on the backboard. Can Dogu finish? He drops it just off the post, so close to going in. Devo getting that dunk on Turbo, and excellent positioning in the air, reading exactly where Turbo was going to play that one. Still in a dangerous spot as Pashy plays it up to Devo. Now into the corner. Violent Panda trying to play it around. Dogu gets it over the top, but Devo is waiting. Final minute approaching. Ohmydog still needs 1 just to tie it up.
You'll notice when a lot of teams go for that backboard pass, it's shut down quite a bit. We're getting to that point where teams are just always prepared.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Look at that play by Rocket, able to wrap it around and make it a 2-point game.
Pashy following through, coming alive, getting that first touch, and then waiting for his teammate, or apologies, that wasn't him for the first touch. His teammate passing that around. I actually was just commenting literally about how the backboard plays don't work nearly as well because a lot of people can shut it down. But if it ever does go unanswered, it will be a perfect drop in front of the net.
Yeah, Pashy's not going to miss that one with 47 seconds left. They're up by 2. I would say that this is very easily in favor of Rocket, but after that game number 1, Ohmydog easily can come back from anything. Devo with an excellent drop. Oh my goodness, this was a brutal angle.
Devo with just a champion shot from the corner. He can get the angles. We saw him do this a lot last week. Take a look at that. Oh my God. Devo coming alive. I was waiting to see some more shots like that. He was a highlight machine last week, and that right there was definitely a highlight shot.
That was insane, and just like that, 35 seconds up by 3. Pashy putting it over the top of 2. Dogu in a lot, falling back, waiting patiently. Violent Panda taking it from them. All of a sudden, Rocket coming alive, looking like a different team here. They're getting the crazy shots onto Ohmydog. Ball moving back. There's Violent Panda playing it up. Dogu taking a long shot, but Devo, the clearing machine, been playing excellent defense all series long, keeping that one away. Final countdown. down by 3, yet to score in the game. It's looking like we're going to game 5, folks. It's been a thriller of a series so far, and it's all going to come down to this.
Market Aces turned a close 1-goal game into an easy 3-0 in a matter of 30 seconds. They come alive. They bring it to game 5. They were 1 game away from being defeated in this series.
Market Aces bouncing back, forcing that decisive game 5 on the backs of 8 shots, 4 saves, and all of their goals being assisted again. These guys playing so well, the way that they just continue to work as a team, not relying too much on the solo plays. They know that they can play solo. Again, we've been talking about Pashy being that very, very strong solo player, but he's letting his teammates be there for him. He's setting it up, letting them set it up for him, and it's got them into game 5.
Yeah, he was the top passer for them last week, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to happen again when we get to go back and check out the statistics. Pashy, since he is so good at controlling the ball, he is also a great striker, but he is even better at setting it up for his teammates. He can put it in very interesting places that are hard for the opposing team to get to, and we see Maka come alive. What I do like, though, is these teams seem to be very evenly paced against each other. At least in this series, it seems to be pretty even control.
Yeah, no, both teams are playing very, very well. It's only been like at the very end of this game 4 we saw kind of a blowout happen for Maka. They just able to pound 2 more in, but it wasn't exactly from lack of trying on Ohmydog's side. They felt like they were right there just until that last few moments where maybe they were pressing out a little bit harder to try and find the goal, and they got punished in the end. But in this situation, the last 4 games don't matter. It all comes down to this one. It's all about what they do right now. Whoever wins this game gets the point for the series, will be able to take the win.
Yes, we saw towards the end, Market can put on some overwhelming shots for Ohmydog, but Ohmydog, as they were ahead in the series originally, and now Market has tied it up.
Devo goes for the challenge. Kickoff remains decently neutral. A lot puts it into the corner. Going around, Pashy able to play that one off the wall. Devo's up for this one, plays it over the top. There's Pashy bouncing it off of Dogu. A nice shot from Violent Panda. Nobody's home. That's going to be first blood for Market.
Take a look at how fast Devo gets up for that. You couldn't really see in the replay, but Pashy puts it up. Devo gets up so quick, no one's able to follow through. One defender has to try and get a touch. He keeps it in the middle, unfortunately, for Ohmydog, and they're able to get a good long shot from midfield.
Yeah, Dogu kind of put that one straight back to Violent Panda, and being the last defender, he really needed the hard clear, get it over the top of Market players, allow his teammates to get in behind him. Devo sending that one over to the side a lot now. We've seen some passing coming through from Ohmydog. Pashy moving this one up. Watching it on the wall. Turbo able to send it over to the far side as Violent Panda gets set up at goal. Just watching this one as Pashy moved in behind him. Excellent positioning from Pashy. Gonna have that double coverage in goal. 2 players covering twice as much area. He's dropping in a dangerous spot here. Almost dropping in. Dogu gets a nice touch to put it off to the side before it bounced around and a critical demo comes through. A lot being demoed means he's on that back line still. Now Pashy trying to pressure this one. Devo in the air to drop it down. Keeps it in the blue half. Market really pressuring Ohmydog at the moment.
Both these teams are actually waiting for demos. I've seen 4 different times just this series. We just saw Pashy trying to take Dogu at a net, but Dogu's like, nope, he just kind of hopped over. I've seen that plenty of times this series. It is actually quite funny.
It's an interesting situation because it seems like it'd be an advantage for the team that is doing the demoing, but then when you're able to jump over him, it just draws the demoer out of position, creates an advantage for the team that was going to be demoed. So, Violent Panda over to the side now. 3:27 left to go. About a minute and a half gone. Game number 5. Market holding on to a 1-point lead. Devo sends another shot just off the post. A lot able to clear that one straight down middle. Give them a bit of space to work with. Nice hard clear from Pashy. Puts it back into the mid-ring. Devo sends that one high. Can he get another touch? No. You see Pashy not be able to get it past Turbo either. He's got it up in the corner now. Takes a shot all by himself, going off the crossbar. Devo has to play this one away before a lot moved in. And now Violent Panda with the counterplay. Dogu drops it down. A lot is up, gets it away from Pashy. Devo will move to the side. Try and play this one out. It's onto the backboard. Turbo's touch was soft, but it keeps the pressure on. Dogu now keeping it in his own corner. Violent Panda bounces it off the backboard. They have opportunities to score here as Market plays that one back out into the middle, going towards their own goal. Oh no, where was Devo and Pashy?
Devo was actually over to the corner. Pashy went up for that first touch. Violent Panda dropping down, and that unfortunate pinch, at least unfortunate for Market, I should say, Violent Panda wasn't able to get back in time, or I believe, yeah, or Devo.
It was Devo was the last line.
Devo wasn't able
defense,
to get back in time. I mean, sometimes that happens, but it's why you got to be positioned in a place where you're always prepared.
Well done by a lot, sending that one straight into the goal in the tie game here. Ohmydog able to keep themselves alive right here around halftime, but Devo putting it over the top. What a play.
Both of these teams had picked up the pace quite well. Turbo getting that touch. Now check this pass over Devo. Devo gets there so quick, not letting a defender get there in time. Just a little too overwhelming for Ohmydog.
Yeah, they played so well on that one. 2:25 left to go, just as we saw Ohmydog able to tie it up. See Mocket gain the lead again. Violent Panda in the corner goes to steal some boost. A lot actually drops it back down to him. He plays it out to Pashy, who looks to play it over the top of Dogu. Gets it in a dangerous spot. It's dropping in by itself. Didn't need any help. 2-point lead now for Mocket.
That pinch from Pashy with Dogu goes straight up into it. No one was actually dropped back. I thought might have been able to get by Turbo. I don't think Turbo expected that to go in. It looked like he might have been in position to make it. It would have been a tough save, but Turbo definitely had the skill to get there. I couldn't tell if he got there just as that ball was getting there or not, but I don't think he expected that to be dropping in.
Dogu sending one long, just above the crossbar. 2:03 left to go. Ohmydog down by 2. They've made this comeback already once this series. Devo trying to drop this one in by himself. Devo putting on a show right now, just making it a 3-point game.
Devo now just with some staggering goals following this through. He gets bumped mid-air and still follows to get just one more touch. Devo, this is the Devo I was hoping to see. It took him a few games to show up, but I am loving this.
The highlight machine has turned itself on and is cranking them out right now. Devo watching this one as a lot plays it across. Another nice shot goes screaming just off the post from Violent Panda. Pashy watching it, continuing to pressure. Mocket has really turned it on here in the end. Game number 5. Ohmydog looking to try just tie it up at this point, see if they can force overtime, maybe get another win. Dogu, he can start right here. He can't get it past Devo, and the play down midfield comes through.
We saw Violent Panda actually almost put that in his own net, but it looked like one of his players was actually able to get there just in time.
114. Ohmydog need 3. Demo into Violent Panda gives him some space, but a solid clear by Devo. Immediately remove it. He's got another play into the goal. Turbo tries to get up. Doesn't matter. 4-point game for Mocket.
Ohmydog seems to be falling apart a little bit. We see a completely whiffed touch from a lot. I think he came from a wild angle, wasn't able to get there in time, forcing Turbo as the last man to make a almost impossible save.
With 1:03 left to go, every goal that goes in just making it more and more difficult here for Ohmydog. It looked like they had a great opportunity after that first game comeback, and then after getting up by 2, here we've seen Mocket be able to claw back into this, force the game 5, and now they're up by 4 with 49 seconds. He's looking to make it up by 5, sends another one in, just does the mind games and gets it in.
To be fair, there's almost nothing Turbo could have done. They must feel a little bit shattered right now, being so close to winning the series. He knows no matter what, Violent Panda, as I said earlier, he had the whole net. No one was cutting off his angle. Turbo a little too far to try and approach. He just jumped up hoping Violent Panda was going to take that shot. There's really nothing he could do.
Man, and after such a brutal series, very, very close. Mocket has got 39 seconds to create a Brazil here in game number 5. Which would just add some insult to injury. Hopefully we'll see Ohmydog able to bounce back a little bit, maybe at least break the Brazil, get some morale out of it. Turbo, a lot trying to pressure this one in. Can they get it in? No, it goes just high. A lot has an opportunity to drop it. Is it going in? There we go. They get a point on the board. No Brazil going to come through for Mocket.
Able to put the pressure on a lot with that first touch. Then Turbo following it up. Now you see them bring their speed. And when they can bring their speed, a lot getting that second touch with the butt of his car.
Able to put it in. 2-6. Still down by 4. 20 seconds. You got to score about every 5 seconds. Ohmydog has been a valiant effort on their side. Mocket right now looking to run away with this one. All they got to do is just keep it out of their own goal. And it's been quite a while. Turbo able to send it over the side. Final 10 seconds. Mocket just coming alive in the last game of the series. They drop games 2 and 3, but immediately respond with games 4 and 5. Able to bring it all the way through, get the win in the series over Ohmydog. Well done by Mocket.
Yeah, Devo has been absolutely glowing lately. I loved watching him last week. I loved watching him this week. Took him a little bit of time to be able to pull off the plays he wanted. Ohmydog, though, after getting swept last series, were still able to come back to bring this to game 5. They were actually in the lead in the series for a short period of time.
That was a very, very brilliant showing of offense there. Devo getting himself the hat trick. Everyone sharing him around. 4 of their 6 goals were assisted. The team plays continue here from Mocket, really putting on a great display in game number 5, but a great series overall as well, just between them and Ohmydog.
Yeah, I mean, it was very close for a long time. It was almost, at least it felt like the control was split 50-50.
Right, absolutely. But in this last game, Mocket Aces stepping it up, really putting on a show and able to secure the win. We'll be sending it back over to the analyst desk with the boys over there. Axel Toss, back to you.
Thanks, Wavepunk and Finable Carpet. Wow, what another amazing series. This is turning out to be a pretty special day as we're seeing some just amazing play from these European players. Also, quick reminder, if you want to be on the show, though not like what we're doing, but if you want your tweet to be on the show, tweet with the hashtag, tweet with the hashtag RLCS. We're looking for your comments on these games. Let us know what you think. But wow, what is this? I just want to remind everyone, game 1 started with a 0-second carry all the way across the map from Ohmydog. And speaking of which, let's go look at the replays from that match.
And it started out with this play to Pashy. Panda put it perfectly over to Pashy, who controlled it and dribbled it right into net 1v1.
Yeah, last second goal though, they carried it all the way from one side to the other. Team effort, and Dogu finally able to sneak that last one in.
But still, Mock was too strong, and you see Panda coming in and finishing that one off. Mock, their offense all series long on point.
Well, they had soft glimpses though from the Ohmydog where the pressure, when they finally got it, like it looked so good. Passes from Turbo, everybody getting involved. It just, the pressure right back to back wasn't enough. Even in game 3, you see Dogu and Alon getting it in together. Just not enough to overcome Mocket.
Well, they were able to take games 2 and 3, but 4 and 5 was all Mock. Mock with the 3-0 in game 4, and then in game number 5, it was the Devo show.
These shots coming in, he gets bumped in the air, able to recorrect, feathering his boost, and then gets a touch to play it backwards in. Unbelievable shot, absolutely crazy.
Yeah, next level plays from Devo. Truly a world-class player.
Told you, watch out. Told you, he's coming.
It took him a little bit to get going, but certainly the final stage of that last game, Mocket Ace is not taking any prisoners there, showing how much of a force they can be. So, are y'all expecting to see more of the same from Mocket Aces as we continue on in the day?
I truly think they are a top 3, if not top 2, and maybe even the best team in Europe. These guys playing out of their minds. Pashy, a 1v1 player, very defensive, ground-based player, pairs up well with Devo and Panda, who are so quick to the ball. And you saw the shots that Devo was pulling off. Any team that guy is on is going to be a contender.
Yeah, we talked about, and I mentioned how even though he is such a good player, I mean, he was able to take the #1 spot in every single ranked bracket there was possible. But despite that, he sits back and allows Devo and Violet Panda to do what they do, and it's scary because as soon as he makes those passes, and the guys at the booth said it, the way that he's able to put the ball in a position for his teammates is relentless.
Even Panda as
yeah,
well.
Both of them go, it's like they're dangerous from all sides of the field.
Yes.
And this is kind of a continuing theme from yesterday, I suppose. Remember with Espeon and Genesis, right? We're having these star players come out and really show just how skilled they can be and how much impact they can have for their team. Super excited to watch Devo and Mocket Aces, and we get to watch them again because they're going to be playing in our next match. It's going to be Mocket Aces versus Summit, coming up on the Rocket League Championship Series as our coverage of European Week 1 continues. Of course, we've seen 3 excellent matches so far, and we have plenty more to come. So stay tuned to the Rocket League Championship Series. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.